in which we seem to be trapped. But the good news is that we alone have all the power to unmake what we have made, and in its place build something new, something wonderful, and something uplifting for humankind. The statesman Victor Hugo once said that nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come. And the movement to end the Fed is one of those ideas, and it cannot be held back. It cannot be denied, and its time is coming very, very soon. Finally, in closing, the ultimate lesson we may be learning from this whole thing is that money is not what carries any real value. Real value comes from that which we ourselves create in our lives. It comes through educating each other and advancing our understanding of truth. It comes through realizing that we are all sovereign, sacred beings on a journey of experience. It comes through caring enough to take personal responsibility, to respect the gift of sovereignty in all others, and to be willing to defend it for all should it come under threat. And finally, real value comes from knowing that true freedom will only come from developing the courage during perilous circumstances to make a stand together to do the right things in life. And jumping the Federal Reserve overboard should be at the top of that list. I want to thank everybody again for coming out. This is the third time we've done this in the last year. And every time, we've got a few more people. $20 or one silver round.
America's waking up, Rob!
Every time we see a few more new faces. Every time I get a little more encouraged and I get a little more real hope that people are waking up to the truth. People are empowering themselves to make a difference in their lives. It was really the message that Mark just delivered. We have to make choices. Everything we do in life is about choices. But we have to make choices today and moving forward about what are we going to do as individuals to bring this system to its knees. What are we going to do as individuals to abandon the criminal international banking system that controls so much of our lives and our economy? You have to turn your back on it, and it takes time. The time to start for everyone is now. So you can all give me your credit cards. Just pass them up if you have like a Citibank or one of the major international banks. You got to start on your own. You have to think about what can you do every day. But most importantly, and I borrow this from someone that a lot of us love and respect, Dr. Ron Paul. He says the most important thing that we can do at this stage in our lives is to continue to educate ourselves and to continue to educate our friends, our family, our loved ones, and people around us. There's so much that goes on that's divisive. Divided, they can conquer us. There's so many divisions, black, white, gay, straight. There's so many things that divide us all. We have to be the ones that break down those barriers and educate people on the other side of those divisions. I tell everybody that I'm a single-issue voter. It's not gay rights, it's not women's rights, it's not abortion. My issue is liberty. And as a single-issue voter, when I exercise my vote, when I share my message, it benefits everybody. If we all do that, if we all fight and we all walk and we all head in the direction of liberty, true liberty, we'll all benefit in the end, regardless of race, color, creed, or what side of the division, the dividing line you're on. Thanks everybody for coming out. He decided to put his lucrative career and his life on hold as a chemical engineer in China and return back to the United States to fight for liberty, to spread the message of liberty, and to run for Congress in the 15th Congressional District in Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, who is Jake Towne?
Jake Towne! Towne for Congress! There's no button, just hold it.
Thank you. My name is Jake Towne. I'm running for the 15th Congressional District. It's about an hour or so north of here. We did not have a Federal Reserve Bank handy, so I had to come down here and protest today. Today in the 15th District, we have the usual career politician who just spits upon the Constitution and does not acknowledge the truth about the money printing of the Federal Reserve. He endlessly vows to debase the currency for his own political gain and to the detriment of the people that he supposedly represents. This might have something to do with the fact that he has accepted PAC contributions from Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan Chase, Wachovia, and HSBC banks. And he then voted for the banker bailout of October 2008. But the fighting 15th District did not always have such a poor representative. During the Great Depression in 1934, the representative from Pennsylvania's 15th Congressional District dared to tell the people the truth about the Federal Reserve. His name was Louis T. McFadden. He dared to impeach all officers of the Federal Reserve with treason against the Constitution and theft from the American people by the counterfeiting of money. From the record, he said, quote, "On account of the Federal Reserve, we ourselves are in the midst of the greatest depression we have ever known. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, our country has been ravaged and laid waste by the evil practices of the Fed and the interests which control them. The people who have thus been driven out of their homes are the wastage of the Fed. They are the victims of the Fed. They're children of the new slaves on the auction blocks in the revival of the institution of human slavery." Unquote. We are still in bondage today. Central bankers commit immoral acts when they create, with a stroke on the keyboard, enough purchasing power to equal the amount that 60,000 American households will earn in an entire lifetime. But they've been doing this on a weekly basis this past summer. The Fed is a parasite upon society. It sucks wealth from those who work for it and